Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My camera wasn't focusing. I watched a 2-minute YouTube video on how to... Anyway. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Again, I'm filming this video before I actually had to upload it. It's Thursday, tomorrow and tonight I will be at a friend's house to have a sleepover and it's gonna be nice. Yep, you probably don't know, but my family has left and they are on holiday. They're gonna be gone for about a week, and so I have the house all for myself, which is very nice. Last week I made another vlog about me being home alone, but that was just for 2 days. Now it's actually for about 7 days, and that's very exciting. But it can get very lonely. It can get very lonely and frustrating, and you can just feel terrible. But luckily I have many friends and they are very nice, and they want to meet me because they don't want me to feel lonely, and just because we want to hang out together and have fun. So without any further ado, let's just get on into the video. Today's video is gonna be June and July 2018 favorite films. Films that I watched in July and June 2018 basically. There are many, there are so many, and I probably don't even remember all of them, but let's get started with the first ones that came up in my mind. I watched Orange is the New Black. Wow! Orange is the New Black season 1 to 5. I'm currently watching season 6, but that's on a whole nother story. So I watched season 1 to 5 in about 2 or 3 weeks. Yes, it was exciting. I watched 2 LGBTQ plus movies. I watched Love, Simon, and I watched Alex Strangelove, which I highly recommend. Alex Strangelove was so nice. It was very romantic and yet a very happy ending, as well as Love, Simon. Then I watched another movie called Everyday, which is technically not LGBTQ plus because there's this person who wakes up in a different body every day. So the person who falls in love with them kinda has to figure out who they are every day, and one day they could be a girl, the other day could be a guy. They never know, pretty much. I watched a film called Nanny, and it was nice. I remember it was this meme song, and I finally realized where it came from. I also highly recommend watching Nanny. It was a solid 2.5 stars out of 5. Not too good, but not even too bad. It was okay. So I actually don't highly recommend watching it. If you have time to spare and you feel like watching a movie about a little orphan in the foster care system, then it's the right movie for you, I guess. And I'm gonna warn you, it's so much of a musical, so if you don't like songs, don't watch it. If you don't like musicals, don't watch it, because I think that ruined the movie. The movie was actually good in itself, but all the musical parts, they were too overwhelming. I didn't like that very much. I went on watching Doctor Who season 2. It was actually the beginning of June, so I haven't watched it in 2 months, and I should, but for now I'm focusing on other things. Then when I had to sleep over at my house with my friends, we watched a movie about an alien. The movie was called Paul, and it was about this alien that came accidentally here to the earth, and how he kinda tried to live the same life humans do, and he lived with some people. I don't actually remember the movie too well. Yes, I watched Alice Through the Looking Glass again. I missed it so much. That movie is the movie I could watch every day and never get tired of. It's very nice, and if you don't know, basically it's inspired from the book called Through the Looking Glass from Lewis Carroll, and it talks about nonsense stuff, fantasy. There's Alice, she sleeps inside a mirror, and there's this whole other world inside the mirror, like Alice in Wonderland, just it's the sequel. Most of these films I've watched on Netflix. I watched Romeo and Juliet, which was not disappointing. After having watched Sherlock Gnomes a while back, probably still in June, not sure though, I wanted to watch Romeo and Juliet, and it was really nice. It had so many references from the real story from Shakespeare, and the acting was entertaining, and there was the story of blue gnomes and red gnomes. Is it Romeo and Juliet or Romeo and Juliet? I don't know. I then watched Brain on Fire, which was amazing. Brain on Fire is the story of this girl who lives a normal life. She suddenly has like she worked very hard and she was a brilliant student. She managed to have a very amazing job until one day, all of a sudden, she starts having seizures and many brain problems. The doctors don't know what she has. At first they think she has schizophrenia, which was a tribute to what she actually had a lot in the past. And pretty much at the end of the movie you find out what she actually has and how so many people were untreated for that, and they were just thrown into a facility and treated for schizophrenia when actually there was just a thing in their brain which didn't work, like an inhibitor or something. Pretty cool, a very cool movie. I convinced my friend to watch a movie called, I convinced a friend to watch Merlin. In a land of myth and a time of magic, the destiny of a great kingdom rests on the shoulders of a young man. His name, Merlin. We watched the first 2 episodes and she probably didn't keep watching it. And friend who was watching this video, hopefully, or maybe, I don't know, keep watching Merlin. Everybody out there watch Merlin, it's so worth it. And there's Colin Morgan, who is my favorite actor ever. I'm such a sucker for him. I would honestly marry him. Colin, if you're watching this, ring me up again, because I have a thing for Colin. It's so beautiful and so charming. And when I was home alone the other week, I watched Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, as you could see from my vlog, and it's probably my favorite movie from the Harry Potter saga. I have never read the last book or watched the last 2 movies, so I don't know for sure, but my favorite movies, my favorite films so far, Harry Potter wise, definitely Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and also Harry Potter and the also Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I love it. I actually, just the other day, I brought out my wands. I'm gonna show you later. Here's a clip. While I was at my friend's house, we watched... Wow, it's thundering! When I was still at my friend's house, we watched an anime called Parasite, and it's an anime about an alien. It's not a spoiler, so don't worry. It's just in the first episode, you'll get to see that in the first episode. There's this human who lives a normal life, and there's an alien who wanted to take control of his brain, but for some reason he couldn't, and he ended up only taking control of his hand. So if they were walking somewhere, he could grab somebody's titty, or you could say something and blame it on the boy, being like, it was him, not me, I'm just a hand. Very cool. I watched like half of the entire season. There's only season 1 so far. Then I watched Nanny, McPhee and The Big Bang, which is, I mean, everybody knows Nanny McPhee, and it's the one about there's that piggy in the thumbnail, and it's a very nice movie. It basically, there are 2 kids. There are 2 very poor kids, and there are 2 very posh cousins, and they think they can get away with anything. No, actually there are 3 poor kids and 2 very posh ones who are always ungrateful and they don't value anything, and they end up helping each other out, and it has a very lovely ending. Then I watched Finding Nemo, everybody knows the story, and Finding Dory, like 2 days in a row. I watched Finding Nemo and then Finding Dory because I was inspired, and that made me love the ocean so much. Like I have a phobia. I actually fear the ocean a lot, especially the depths of the ocean and the deep waters, but it also fascinates me so much. Like the Titanic, I love the story. I love looking at photos of the Titanic sunk in the depths of the ocean, but also it gives me the chills every time, and just I get kind of petrified. I don't know. men don't know. I watched Mirror Mirror, a story about Snow White. It's like it's about Snow White. They just made it a bit different, and it's very fascinating, especially when there's the evil queen and you get to see a mirror. And I don't know if it's a spoiler, but basically when she goes to the mirror, she doesn't talk to the mirror, she just enters the mirror and then she talks to another version of herself, just flawless version of herself. So definitely you should watch it. Other two kids movies that I watched were Wreck-It Ralph and the Bee Movie. I'm sure you all know those movies, I don't need to explain them, but anyway, this is a very long list, so I cannot explain everything. I have to go very quickly over every single title. Well, the Bee Movie is pretty much a meme movie. It's about this bee. Bee Movie is about this bee who falls in love for a human, talk about weird things, and then they don't want to make gay Disney princes or princesses because they are worried that their kids might turn out gay. But then they make then they make a bee fall in love with a human, and how do they even do that? They don't think that their kids might be like, Mom, I wanna fuck a bee tomorrow. Sorry, I have a lot of repressed anger. Shout out to Jazzy and Both, who I will never be watching this video, and they cosplay Tulio and Miguel from To the Road of El Dorado, and that inspired me to watch it because, believe it or not, I had never watched it in my entire life, or at least I couldn't remember any single part of it, so I probably never watched it. And it's a very beautiful movie about these two people who accidentally end up going to like sort of an island, and the indigenous people there, they think they are gods. Actually, I don't think they are indigenous. The local people there, they end up thinking that they are gods, and they play along because of course, if they fake being gods, they're gonna receive lots of gold and precious things. It's highly likable. It's so beautiful. So when you are done watching this video, you should go watch it. It's beautiful, and it's on Netflix now, at least where I live. And the last movie that I can remember watching was Daddy Daycare. I've watched it 10 times or 5, I don't know. It's very nice. It's about two dads who start a daycare and breaking the stereotypes that men cannot look after kids, or men cannot do women's chores, or whatever they call it. It's nice because it shows the reality, which is men and women are equal. So men are not less of a man if they look after their kids. If they are fathers, they fucking gave birth to the kids, so they should take responsibility for being fathers, and not just say and think that the woman should do all the work of raising up the kids, because it's absolutely not true. So if you want a movie which might inspire you, a movie which is pretty fair, watch it. Nice. And probably others that I don't remember. That's what I wrote. Yes, I probably have watched I've probably watched more films, I just don't remember them, of course. My memory is bad. I wanted to thank you all for supporting me. I pretty much say this every time. It's just I feel like this channel is slowly dying, to be honest, and maybe it is, maybe it's not. Also, in today's video you can probably hear that. Yep, it's my fan. No. You know, it's too hot in here and I really needed it. Otherwise I would have melted like ice cream. I scream for ice cream. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell so every time I upload a new video you will be notified. You can also follow me on social media. I post a lot on Twitter at LunaCravesWifi, and also I'm pretty active on my Instagram, also at LunaCravesWifi. My last two videos are over here, and you can subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Sherlock is queer. My